You had one opportunity to do it right away with these guys, and that was it. And you didn't take advantage of it, because I personally, watching it, and so did the audience, thought that you were lying. And if you are lying, if it is true and you're not being honest, if I were you, this is the best advice I could give you, right? Is just be like, look, this was my account. This is that. I would ask for a clean slate, and I would do things different, because this restarting level 1 over and over and over again is the root of all your problems, if that makes any sense.
I appreciate the input. It's not true, so I'm not going to do that. But I appreciate the input. If it were true, I would fess up to it.
Looks like we have another classic DarksydePhil moment, as he was just on the Side Scrollers podcast talking to Stuttering Craig and Adam Crigler. For brief context on both Stuttering Craig and Adam Crigler, Stuttering Craig is the founder of ScrewAttack, which I believe is defunct after being bought out, and Adam Crigler is Tim Pool's old co-host that Tim Pool shafted and blackballed. As the Side Scrollers podcast name may suggest, it is a podcast that talks about video games, and DarksydePhil plays video games. Man, if only there weren't a superior gaming podcast out there. Oh wait, go watch the Gamer Gear podcast. Oh yeah, classic shill, let's go. This was merely supposed to just be a guest spot at the beginning, but they basically went over every single aspect of DSP's career. They went over the WWE mobile transactions. They went over the time he pleasured himself on camera, on stream. They talk about his grooming allegations. I didn't even know he had grooming allegations.
Okay, this month, I have spent probably $10 to $15.
Nice argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
But we're going to talk about this one particular topic, so obviously if you want to watch the episode, I'll link in the description. Looks like DSP has lied about Keemstar. I remember seeing the original clip thinking, oh wow, Keemstar is getting some shit talking to from DSP. Like imagine DSP exposing you like that. But no, Keemstar live tweeted about it while watching the stream, and then he even went on the show himself.
So Keem actually just tweeted and responded to what you had just said, and I want to hear your thoughts on it. I'm going to read his tweet. Keem, he said, DSP is lying in this live interview. I called Phil at the agreed times, and he ignored my calls and claimed later he was at work. He ignored my calls for $50K up front for the Low Cow podcast to stream to under 200 live viewers, begging for them to pay his rent and his utility bills. Both Wings and Boogie agreed to Low Cow podcast. The only reason it didn't happen was because of DSP. Thoughts? Response?
It's a blatant lie. He called me when I was on stream. I looked at my phone when I was on stream, wondering why I was getting a phone call. After the fact, I realized that was Keemstar calling me when I was on live streams. It's just blatantly false. I gave him the times. I said there was time frames between streams he could call. At one day, I actually sat here for an hour in my office after a stream waiting for him to call, and he never called.
Please answer them.
Let me respond. All right. Every single influencer boxer, whether they're healthy or not, is putting themselves in harm's way for entertainment. They're all warriors, and they all deserve respect. Wings of Redemption and Boogie haven't gotten any respect. In fact, it's disrespect. Very similar to you. All right. And by doing this, they will get respect. Whether people laugh or not, they are going to get respect for jumping in that ring. But you mentioned that they're unhealthy. Of course they're unhealthy. But I can tell you right now, behind the scenes, and nobody knows this, both of them have actively already lost weight training for this fight. This is a positive thing. in both of their lives.
Dude, honestly, it can get really sad at some points because it's basically just like coaching from Adam Crigler or Keemstar. I feel like this is a whole kind of dimensional merge happening right now. Like, I would never believe that DSP, Adam Crigler, the founder of ScrewAttack, and then Keemstar? That's just a crossover I did not know that I needed, but like, it exists. Oh yeah, also It's a Gundam called in too, because It's a Gundam is probably the biggest YouTuber that still kind of shits on DSP routinely.
Any car you own, you're in debt. Where did the money go? Why did you take business loans? What did you use the business loan money for? You never improved your content. You've been using the same camera for nigh on 5,000 years. If it wasn't for like the Dutch brothers sending you a new web camera or like LEDs in the background, you'd have no ideas. Where'd the money go? You're like a politician in San Francisco. If I went to the mayor and I said, Mayor of San Francisco, where did all that money go? That $120 million you defunded the police with and put it to black communities. Where did it go? You know, Phil, you screwed up. You never should have been a YouTuber. You should have been a politician in San Francisco. You would have gotten away with it, baby. If it wasn't for those meddling detractors.
Is it going to end at some point?
No, it's over now.
It's actually not too late. I mean, politicians tend to be older.
So I'm now I'm now recording this after the fact, and there has been some more stuff that has happened. DSP went on his own stream and then kind of shat on Stuttering Craig and Adam Crigler. Stuttering Craig on Twitter says, I've had a lot of folks reach out about the DSP interview. Thank you. We asked tough but fair questions, and ultimately, we want Phil to succeed. It just seems like he's standing in his own way. I'll be rooting for him, and hope you do too. Keemstar also tweeted, Wings of Redemption and Boogie2988 are at level 2. DSP is still at level 1. Also, DSP seems to have blocked Keemstar, and Boogie even responds, I tried it the DSP way for a couple of years and hated it. Can't imagine just sitting on my ass anymore. I will take every shot that's offered until I get back on top. No clue why Phil won't. That seems to be the update for now. Let's go back to your regularly scheduled programming. Well, I definitely know one thing after making this video. It is that I am definitely going to see Wings of Redemption box Boogie 2988. That is going to be a whole event. I am going to be all over it. I'm going to watch the shit out of that. So if you enjoyed this content and you're not subscribed, obviously you should subscribe and also like the video, comment, all that good stuff. And if you want to financially support me, may I recommend you become a member for some members exclusive content. Hope you all have a good one. Peace out.